Thank you for joining us at Cox Local Edition. My name is Jessica Carver, and I am with Cox Communications. Today we have with us Larry Padberg. He is the Director of Development with New Hope Housing. How are you doing today, Larry?
Fine, thank you.
Wonderful. So tell me, what is the mission of New Hope Housing? What are you guys doing here in Fairfax?
Our mission is very simply stated. We provide homeless families and individuals shelter and the tools to build a better life. That's our goal, to work with those who are homeless. We work primarily in South Fairfax County.
Okay. And is homelessness really an issue in Fairfax County?
It is quite a bit. Often people aren't aware of that. Each year in January, homeless service providers and the county government and others work together to try to take account of how many people are homeless in the county. And there are nearly 2,000 each year that have been identified as homeless. The last study, of course, was done last January. It's been increasing slightly each year. About half of those are people who are in families, and includes about 400 children who are homeless. So it's a reality in Fairfax County that we're often not aware of.
Okay. And what can be done within a community to work on the homelessness issue?
Well, there's a whole range of things that we do. Obviously, with the county, we provide shelter services for many, both for individuals and for families. New Hope Housing operates shelter programs along the Route 1 corridor. There's a major shelter for individuals and then also one for families that we operate. And there's a whole network of programs and services, including transitional housing, supportive long-term housing, permanent supportive housing, and a variety of services such as case management, counseling services, education and employment services. So it's a network that's really built with a combination of nonprofit providers and the county that provide the services for those who are homeless.
Okay. And how far exactly has New Hope Housing gone, I guess, in your mission to kind of combat
What all do
this
we
problem?
do? Well, we operate shelters, transitional housing, and permanent supportive housing and services. We serve over 800 individuals each year, including about 140 children in that count. And one of the things that the county is trying to work on, and service providers across the country, is to do more with providing permanent supportive housing. So not just having shelters and giving temporary assistance, but working with individuals who are homeless to find housing, permanent housing. Obviously, it's a difficult thing in the current environment with the cost of housing. But one of the things that we've done at New Hope Housing is try to put greater emphasis on developing permanent supportive housing programs. So within the last year, we've developed a program we call Housing First Apartments Program. It basically places individuals who have been chronically homeless, been on the streets for some time, in housing first. That is to say, not to work on all their whatever issues have caused them to become homeless, and then say, now let's place you in housing, but first put them in housing, and then to work with them to provide services so that they can rebuild their lives. We also are doing more in terms of families. We have a grant this past year that will help us add to the number of units that we have for families that need permanent supportive housing, where the parent typically has some type of cognitive or mental health issue. And so it helps keep the family intact, provide services to support the children through a normal development kind of period.
Perfect. And how can viewers find out more about New Hope Housing?
Very easy. We have a website, www.newhopehousing.org, that has overview of our programs, talks about the things that people can do to participate or to assist us. We have quite a bit in the way of volunteer opportunities, and all that information is available on the website.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for coming in with us today, Larry.
Thanks to Cox for this program and the opportunity to tell people about our work.
And thank you for joining us at Cox Local Edition.